Okay, now we can start. I started recording our lesson. How many participants do we have? We have 20. So I think we have to start, dears. Okay, now we are done with conditionals, type 0, 1, 2, and 3. And I told you many times, not only with these conditionals and previous lessons, that we use grammar to learn how to write, how to speak, and how to use language. Language is function, honey. Grammar is function. We use this grammatical structure in a certain context for a certain purpose, for a certain function. And today we're going to start with reported speech. Of course, reported speech was the first lesson that you worked with during the quarantine. If you remember, we started the lockdown March 22nd, and our first lesson was reported speech. If you had the chance to go over the PowerPoint and the Camtasia PowerPoint recorded it previously, maybe you had a good idea about reported speech. Frankly speaking, who understood reported speech during the quarantine from the videos we sent you? Was it easy?
Me. Yeah, it was easy.
It was.
It was easy, yeah.
We're going to do a quick revision for reported speech, but I think we need something more than quick revision. Let's go through a few details to master this grammatical structure before you go to grade 8. Now, if you just have a look at the picture, how many people do we have here?
3.
3. This is what do we need with reported speech. 3 people are needed. We need 3 people. Why? Someone says something to someone, but this one didn't hear or didn't understand. We need someone here, someone, to tell this person what this person said. This is reported speech. This is the idea. This is the function of reported speech, that we need someone to report what someone else said. Again, look at this girl. She's playing baseball. Is this baseball? Yes. She said, I play baseball with my friends. This girl says, what did she say? What did she say? The person here said, she said, you didn't hear her. Okay, I'll tell you. She said that she plays baseball with her friends. This is the idea of the reported speech. We need 3 people. One who says something, someone who didn't hear, and someone who's reporting or repeating what this person said. Again, someone says something, someone didn't hear, and someone repeating or reporting what this person said. This is the idea of the reported speech, and this is the function of reported. Can you see slide number 2?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your quick response. You are working with me in a great way. Okay, this slide talks about the use and the function of reported speech. What is it? What is reported speech? Before working with reported speech, we have to understand the difference between quoted speech and reported speech. Quoted speech is what I say. Reported speech is what other person repeat after me. Again, we have quoted speech and reported speech. What's the difference? Quoted speech is also called direct speech. Reported speech is also called indirect speech. Now, I really don't care about the names of these things. Whatever you use is correct. It's either you use quoted speech or direct, or reported speech indirect. The difference here is the following. Listen to me carefully. Direct and indirect. Direct is what I say. Indirect is what other people repeat after me. Again, direct, from the word direct is clear here. Direct is something that I say, direct speech. Like I'm talking to you right now. The teacher is explaining, I'm saying something. For example, Leen, wake up. Karam, look at me. What I'm saying now is called direct speech. If Haneen didn't hear me, she asks Nada, for example, and Nada says, Hanin, you didn't hear the teacher. The teacher said something and she repeats my words. What Hanin and Nada are reporting after me is called indirect because it's not direct. Direct means what I'm saying now. Indirect, what other people are repeating after me. And please remember the pictures. We need three people, okay? Sorry for the bad drawing. 3 people. One who says something to someone. This is A. He's talking to B. B can't hear. B can't hear him. Now, C, this person is the most important person in reported speech. He's the one who's repeating A's words. He's repeating what he said. A says something, B doesn't hear, C repeats after A what he's saying. Why do you think we need reported speech? Do we need it in our life? Do we need reported speech in our life? Yes. Do we need reported speech in our lives?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, because usually 90% of people can't hear others well, okay? They can't hear each other well. So sometimes they ask for repetition, okay? I couldn't hear her or I couldn't hear the teacher. Can you please repeat for me? When someone repeats, there are rules. You can't just repeat the way you want. If the teacher says, Ali, wake up. Karam says, what did the teacher say? Hassan would say, the teachers asked Ali to wake up. Of course, Hassan can't say the teacher says something in any way. No, there are rules. There are rules to report other people's speech, and this is what we are going to learn today. Forget about these pictures. You have to understand the idea that reported speech, we have 3 people, not 2. Okay. To understand the difference between quoted and reported, forget about this now. Quoted speech is what I'm saying right now. For example, Anne said, I am hungry, I am hungry. She's saying this right now, okay? Anne said, I am hungry. And this is a form, the quoted speech. This form is used in narratives, in stories. Stories are full of quoted speech. Quoted speech means what someone literally or exactly said. She said, what were her exact words? Her exact words are, I am hungry. This is the exact sentence. Someone didn't hear her. Rima didn't hear, for example. Rima said, what did she say? What did Anne say? Someone said, Anne said that she was hungry. Now, if we compare these 2 parts or group of words, of course, they are not exactly the same. They are not the same. There are differences because this one is called quoted speech. This one is called reported speech. Reported, this is what we repeat after her. Anne said, I am hungry because these words are her exact words. We have to do something, and this thing is using what? Quotation marks. Quotation marks. Once you have these quotation marks, that means these are her exact words. This is what she exactly said. Exact words. So these quotation marks are like locker keys or drawer keys. They keep everything as is. You can't steal anything from here. You can't change anything. They are like bodyguards who keep this group of words as is, exactly the same. She said, I am hungry. These quotation marks keep the sentence the same. We can't change them. Never change anything between these quotation marks, never. If you want to change or report or repeat what she said, we delete the quotation marks. No quotation marks. Look, no quotation marks. Okay, the teacher said when you repeat, we don't use quotation marks. So we have to do something. It's not only we delete the quotation marks, we have to change something. What do we change? Number 1, we add that. And said that she From where do we get this she? From this?
From
From this I changes into she. Ms. Rehan said I change it into she all the time? No. If here I have an, with the an, we change I into she. If we have Ahmad, what do I change?
he.
Yes, we use.
He.
Okay, if I have Ali and Ahmad said,
They.
have
They.
into they. Excellent. Now, the pronoun should be changed. The pronoun changes here. Number one, we delete the quotation marks. Number two, we add that. Number three, we change the pronoun. This is not everything. We are not done yet. Another change, for me, it's the most important thing to change in reported speech is the verb. And to make it easy for you, with verbs, always go one step back to the past. One step back to the past. One step back, where? To the past. And of course, you have to be familiar with all the tenses to work with reported speech, okay? And in your level now, I think you are familiar with most of the tenses. At least you know how to deal with tenses, how to go one step back. Of course, we are going to work with that in details, okay? Don't panic. Now, just work with me with the steps. Number one, we delete the quotation marks. Number two, I add that. She said that. Remember this, that. And we change the pronoun. Of course, the pronoun here refers to the antecedent, which is an. And here the verb, the pronoun also refers to the antecedent, which is an. So an is she, because I'm talking about her. It's not first person pronoun. First person. Now I'm talking, I use I. Now we are talking about her, so we use she. Four, we change the verb. And how do we change the verb? We go one step back to the past, okay? Now I want someone to be my time watcher, because when I start working with details, I forget the time. If anyone can please tell me when it's 10:15, okay? When it's 10:15, just
Okay.
pay my attention to that. We go one step back to the past. We go one step back to the past. Let's work with another sentence. Another sentence. Number two. Tom said, Tom is a boy. Tom said, exact words. Of course, for quotation marks, you took this in grade 5. Quotation marks. Tom said, comma, quotation marks, and full stop. And the full stop is inside the quotation. The full stop is inside the quotation. This is how we work with quotation marks. Comma, quotation marks. And if we end with full stop or question mark or exclamation mark, it comes inside the quotation mark, okay? This is not our problem here. This is not the problem. The problem is how to change this into reported speech. Tom said, I need my pen. Karam didn't hear him. So Muhannad would say, Karam, you didn't hear what Tom said? Okay, I'll tell you. Tom said that, remember this, that. Tom said that. Do I repeat, Tom? Can we say, for example, Tom said that Tom needed his pen? Does it make sense?
No, we put a pronoun.
Tom said that Tom needed his pen. Of course not.
Yeah.
Tom said that we changed Tom into he. Needed. Now, wait for the verb. Let's work with pronouns first. Tom said that he needed his pen, and we have Tom. Look how many pronouns we have in this sentence. Tom said that he needed his pen. One noun, two pronouns. Look at the original sentence. Tom said, I need my pen. How many changes here? Tom said, I need my pen. So what did we change? Tom stays the same. Tom said, I need my pen. How do we change this I?
To he.
Into he. We change I into he. I need my pen becomes what?
His.
Pen. His pen. This is what we do with reported speech. Reported speech means repeating what others said, and we have to do many changes, like we change the pronouns and we change the verbs.
The verb.
And we change something else, time expressions, and in the following slide we are moving to the time expressions we have to change. Again, Tom said, I need my pen. Tom said he needed his pen. We are done with that. We added that, we changed the pronouns, we look at the verb. The verb here is need, and here it's needed. Again, we go one step back to the past. Need here is simple present. What is the step before that?
Past.
Past, simple past. If you remember the timeline, this is now, this is past, this is future. We go one step back to the past. This is the drawing. We go one step back to the past. Clear, dears? Don't panic. It's complicated. But after we finish explaining everything, it will become piece of cake. Okay? Let's move to something important here. These are the time expressions that we change. If I said, Tom said, I need my pen now. We report, Tom said he needed his pen, then. I change now into then. We don't change the verb alone. We don't change the pronouns alone. If we have time expressions, we have to change them. We have to change them. Take this example. I need my pen. Tom said he needed his pen. If I said, I need my pen now, Tom said he needed his pen then. This is how we change. We change the time expressions. Okay, if I have today, how do you change it?
That day.
That day.
Take this example. Lynn said she is coming to school today. Lynn said that she was coming to school that day. Okay? These are the time expressions that we have to change with reported speech. Of course, when we work with examples and questions, we take them all. Yesterday is changed into the day before. My grandmother died yesterday. She said that her grandmother had died the day before. You can't use these words in the reported speech. You have to change them. Take tomorrow. I will visit you tomorrow. She said that she would visit me when? The following
following day.
Day after.
Yes, excellent. So
Yes.
bear in mind that if you are going to use reported speech or reporting someone word, you change the verb, you change the pronouns, and you change the time expressions. Okay, let's work with, this is very tricky. Come and go, bring and take. If I say, okay, I'm coming to your party. I'm coming to your party. She said that she was
Going.
She was going.
He was going.
that she was going to the party. You can't use, she said that she was coming to the party. No, she said that she was going to the party because I'm reporting something that happened with other people. Okay, I will bring you the gift. I will bring you the gift. She said that she would take the gift. Okay? These verbs should be changed in reported speech because if they stay the same, they will never make sense.
Teacher,
Okay?
you say, teacher, when we say that I will bring you the gift, she said that she would
Okay,
take
I'll
her.
something. I'll bring pizza with me. She said
No, I
that
mean,
she would.
teacher, I mean that we change you to her.
Yes, she would take pizza with her. Now you have to change these verbs because if they stay the same, they will never make sense. I will skip this part. Okay, this one, that the previous slide is explanation for this one. You will understand when I explain. Now, reported speech, we said that we use he said, she said, they said. one case, if we start with he says and he says is the same, we don't change it into said, the tense stays the same. Again, we said in quoted speech, this is quoted speech, the original sentence. Do you remember? He said, I'm hungry, she said, I'm hungry. But if the verb is in the present simple, present, we don't change the tense. Again, if I have here, he said, I change the verb, I go one step back to the past. But if the main verb is in the present simple, it stays here in the present simple and I don't change the tense. I'll give you one example. He says, I work hard, quotation marks. He says, I work hard. Let's report this sentence. If you take it the same way I taught you, you would change it this way. He said that he worked hard. But the main verb here is simple present. When it's simple present, don't change the verb. If the main verb here is simple present, don't change the verb. Take this one. He says, I work hard. He says that he works hard. Here I changed everything. I added that. I changed the pronoun, but I don't change the verb. Why I don't change the verb? We don't go one step back to the past. Why? Because that main verb is in the present. I'm talking about the main, this time, at the moment. He says that he works hard. Usually, we use this structure if someone is reporting someone's exact words at the moment of speech. At the moment, he says something, I report now at the same time. For example, my daughter would say, for example, Mom, I'm hungry. What did she say? She says she's hungry. I didn't change the verb. Why? Because I'm reporting now on spot. I'm reporting her speech now on spot. When you repeat someone's speech now at the moment of speech, you don't change the tense, but you change the pronouns. But you don't change the tense because I'm reporting now, at the moment. You say something, I report after you. But if I say something and Lean is reporting my words that I said previously, we go one step back to the past. It's complicated. I will explain again. We said reported speech, you report someone exact words. He said something, I report or repeat his words. But here I have to go one step back to the past, one step to the past. But if you say something to me now, and I want to report it to someone else at the moment of speech, I hear it now, I report it now. At the same time, only seconds. Lean says something, Lean says, I'm hungry. She says she's hungry. Here I used simple present. I didn't change. I didn't go one step back to the past. Why? Because I'm reporting now at the moment of speech. Did you hear that? I didn't change anything. Okay, he says, I am working hard. He says that he's working hard. I didn't change the tense. The same time of speaking. He says, I worked hard. He says that he worked hard. Don't change the tense. He says, I will work hard. He says, he will work hard. Why here we don't change the tense? Because the main verb is in the present. Okay? The main verb is in the present. But if I have he said, that means he said this previously, so I have to change the verb and go one step back to the past. For the last time, if the main verb, while reporting someone's speech, forget about quoted speech. Quoted speech, if the verb is in the past, I change everything. The verb, the pronouns, everything. But if the verb is in the present, I keep it in the present and I don't change the tense. I don't change the tense because the main verb is in the present. Take it as this. Once the main verb is the present, simple, I don't change the tense. I keep the tense as is. If it's present, I keep it present. Continuous, I keep it continuous. Simple past, I keep it simple past. Future simple, I keep it future simple. But if it's in the past, I change and go one step back to the past. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's do few sentences and we will stop. Now, don't panic if you don't understand Usually we understand grammar when we start answering questions. Now let's work with the same one. Can you see the screen? Is it clear, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Change the content speech to reported speech. Change the verb in content speech to a past form in reported speech as appropriate. Okay. Let's work with the first one. Jem said, I am sleepy. What should I write here? Usually start with the same clause, the first clause.
Jem said.
Jem said. Do we put the comma? Do we put the comma?
No.
No.
Do we use quotation marks?
No.
No.
That's important. In reported speech, we don't need quotation marks.
Yeah.
Only one thing, the full stop at the end. No punctuation marks, no quotation marks, okay, nothing. Jim said, what's the magic word that?
That.
He was sleepy.
He was sleepy.
He was sleepy.
He
Was sleepy.
was
Sleepy.
sleepy. Sleepy. Of course, we have full stop here. But look, no punctuation marks, nothing.
Yeah.
No commas, no quotation marks. This is the right time to tell you this secret. The word that is optional. Let's read the sentence without this word. Jem said he was sleepy. Correct? That is optional. But I prefer as a teacher that you use it because sometimes for some students it's confusing to start deleting words. They focus on what to delete, what to take from this sentence, so they forget how to continue working with the sentence. More sentences, and I want one student to work with me. Okay, I want Zainal Johari, are you there? Johari?
Yes.
Honey, let's work me and you with this sentence. Sally said,
Yes, I'm here.
okay, I don't like chocolate. Zaina, Sally said, I don't like chocolate.
Sally said.
Wait.
Sally said.
Sally said, do I need to add any
that.
commas or punctuation marks? Do I need?
No.
No punctuation marks. So
Sally
said.
No. Yes,
Okay,
no.
that.
That she
How do we change I?
doesn't like chocolate.
I changes into?
She.
She, excellent. Very smart.
She
don't like chocolate. One step back to the past. One step back to the past. To the past.
Doesn't like chocolate.
To the past. To the past. Dear, yes.
Doesn't like chocolate.
No, honey, to the past.
No,
to the past. One step back to the past. She didn't like chocolate. Now, why we change don't into didn't? Because we have to go one step back to the past. What's the past of do and does?
Did.
Of course, if you have not, you keep not. The negation mark, keep the negation mark.
Did.
We'll do two more sentences. Jude, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Karam. Mohamed Al-Umari.
Teacher, I'm here.
Okay, Jude. Mohamed Al-Umari.
I thought.
Where is Mohamed? Hanoud. Mohamed Al-Umari.
Yes, teacher, yes.
Hanoudi, are you there?
Yes, teacher, yes.
So, sentence 4 is for Jude, 3 for Muhannad. Come on, Muhannadi. Muhannad, Mary said, I am planning to take a trip. We keep Mary said, okay? Don't change Mary said. Hanoud.
Mary said that she was planning to take a trip.
Work with me step by step, honey. Do I need the comma?
No.
Punctuation marks? Quotation marks? No punctuation marks. No comma, no quotation marks. So Mary said, I am planning. What should I change?
That she was planning.
Amazing. That
Boy.
she was planning to what? To take a trip. It doesn't change. To take a trip, we don't change it. Okay? Mary said that she was planning to take a trip. Miss Judy, number 4.
Yeah.
Tom said, I have already
eaten lunch. Tom said that he had.
Wait, step by step. Tom said that.
Yeah.
Tom said that. He, excellent. He, small letter. Wait, small letter. He, small letter. Okay?
Yes. He had.
Had, amazing. He had. Have changes into had.
had
already
eaten lunch.
eaten. Eaten doesn't
And
change.
then full stop.
Eaten lunch.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Okay, Nashwan, Jana Nashwan.
Yes, miss.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello, hello, how are you?
I'm great.
We will end our class with you, honey. Do this
All right.
sentence. Kate said, I called my doctor.
She said
Kate
that.
said, honey, Kate said.
Oh, Kate
that.
said that she
Yes.
had called
She had called
her doctor.
her doctor. Excellent, her doctor. Now, to summarize everything, next time, tomorrow, inshallah, we will continue working with these sentences. I don't want to go to a new topic with reported speech, like reporting questions, unless we master this. We'll continue working. We reached number 6. Inshallah, we'll start with number 6 tomorrow. Again, I will summarize everything with the last sentence. Kat said that, and that is optional, but I prefer that you use it. It will be confusing for you if you delete that. That she, we changed I into she. Called is past simple. What comes before the past simple? We go one step back. That she had called, what do we change also? My doctor into her doctor, okay? Is it clear so far, honey?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay, tomorrow we'll continue working with these sentences.
Yes.
Now, thank you for joining us. The students who joined us, we have 75 students in grade 7, but only 20, 21, I am not sure of the number. Students join us, and you will be the best
43.
next year. I'm sure you will be the best in grade 8, because now you refreshed your memory, you refreshed working with the tenses and new topics in English. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day, everyone. I love you all. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, honey. Goodbye.
Bye.